guys and welcome. In this week video, we are going to be talking about engine placements. So what is engine placements basically? So what is engine placement is where is your engine located in your car. So I have some examples for engine placement, like I have the Lamborghini Huracan and the Chevrolet Camaro, the limited edition one, the Hot Wheels one. For example, these are both examples, okay? Let's just keep like that. So first we'll talk what are the layouts, the different types of layouts, and then let's proceed, let's go in depth of what each and every different layout. So let's get into it. Now let's see the categories of this one, the front, rear and the mid. So the front engine layout, it's one of the common layout in passenger cars. Even in my car, like the Honda BRV, I have that layout. In the Audi Q7, yes of course. Chevrolet Spark, yes of course. These are some of the cars which I own. I'm just saying for example. So the front engine cars, the engine is in front of the front axle, okay? Now for the example itself, let's take a supercar. Now we have the Chevrolet Camaro. The engine is actually in front of the front axle, okay? These are all some regulation. Why can't, like you can ask me, like why isn't the engine in behind the axle, the front axles? Why? It's all related to safety. Like when the crash, when during the crash, when the energy, it has to spread out. It's also a form, okay, where the energy gets dispersed in the crashes. So the front engine, in the front engine, let's discuss about the powering versions. Like how can the car power these four wheels? As you know, car has four wheels. Duh, you know that. Of course I know that. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, I'll talk slowly. So yes, of course, as a car has four wheels, how many wheels can it power? Like how many wheels can it power? The power in the sense of means how many wheels are given power that it can propel the car, like move the car front. So you know that okay, let's get into this and I'll tell you this fact in the end of the video. Now, if you see the front engine, the engine is in the front. I can't open this one, just a Hot Wheels, okay? So it's in the front. There are three different ways the front engine can give power. A, FF, FA, FR. What does FF, FA, FR? What does that mean? Sorry, what does that mean? Yes, FA means front engine all-wheel drive, FR means front engine rear-wheel drive, and FF means front engine front-wheel drive. Let's start with front engine front-wheel drive. It's one of the common layout in passenger cars, what we used to have here. For example, okay, for example, we have the Chevrolet Spark, I own the car, Honda BRV, Audi Q7, A3, etc. So that's what a front engine front wheel drive means. The engine is in front of the axle and the engine is connected to a transmission. We know that the transmission itself has a differential. Sometimes it has inbuilt differential in the transmission itself. Yes, of course, inbuilt transmission with differentials. So some transmission, they have some inbuilt differential with the transmission itself. So the front engine cars can automatically, from the transmission, it can directly connect to the wheels. It's one of the common layouts, okay? So that's in my Honda BRV. I can show the photo right over here. You can see the photo right over here. Yes, of course. Now let's move on. So the front engine, front wheel drive. Now let me tell the disadvantages, one of the most common disadvantages. Like I have felt that, okay, whenever I turn my Honda BRV, even it's a 7-seater, actually I have tested this video, or you can see in YouTube videos like turning radius of a front engine front wheel drive car and a front engine rear wheel drive car. These people, what they do is that the same car, but they move the engine to the back. It's a prototype. It's not a real car to be the engine to be moved back. It's a lot of process. It's a hefty process. So they did their own process and made the engine go back. So that's what happened. You see that video. When it was in the rear, when the engine was in the front either way, when it was in the rear, the turning radius was so small compared to when the engine was in the front and giving power to the front wheel drive. Why? See, we know that it's common. See, whenever we turn a car, the outer wheels travel farther and the inner wheels travel lesser. Why? Since outer wheels travel, no, what does that mean? That the outer wheel travels farther, inner wheel travels lesser. What does it mean is that the outer wheel covers more distance than what the inner wheel used to do. See, for example, let's take a bigger example of this car, okay? When this Lamborghini turns around, this one doesn't have a steering wheel. You see the outer wheels travel farther compared to the inner wheels. So that's the disadvantage in the front wheel drive. That's why they take a lot of turning radius. I mean, the radius is higher compared to the radius even if the engine is in the front and giving power to the rear wheel drive. Yes, of course, just what like I said, okay? Another thing, like some people say front engine, front wheel drive is one of the safest. Sometimes it's not that good. In my review, after driving so many cars with front engine, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, Audi Q7, we know that all wheel drive, whatever you want, you can change it. So easy. So, We know that I have a lot of cars with front engine, front wheel drive, all wheel drive, rear wheel drive, etc. I have many cars with those types of variants. We know the Q7 is an all wheel drive, Chevrolet Spark, front wheel drive, and my Honda BRV, which is also a front engine, front wheel drive. So all these cars are just like that because they are passenger cars. So that's the disadvantage of a front engine, front wheel drive. Now let's move on to mid-engine. Yes, mid-engine. That's when we come to supercars. Let's take for the example as the Lamborghini Huracan. Okay, this is a 2017, I think so, 2017-2018 version. Because right now we have the 2020 version, which is more sportier, more aggressive, more bullish. That kind of bullish. That's why Lamborghini symbol means bull. I think so. I don't know what's the true reason. Let me check it out. Okay. So this is the Lamborghini Huracan. This is a mid-engine V10 engine, okay? As we know, supercars, many supercars follow this mid-engine variant. It started right around, I think this type of thing started right around 1950s to 60s, I think so. It was very, very famous right around that time. Even Toyota made a concept of it, like making a mid-engine that time. You can check out my C8 video and then I explain a bit about mid-engine because you know C8 is a mid-engine supercars. So in this mid-engine supercar, we have two different problems. We have advantages. Let me take over you to the advantages. In the advantages, a mid-engine supercar can brake much faster, can do acceleration very faster. Then in the cornering, it can take cornering speed so much faster than the normal one. And the fifth one we have, that is the traction. And then of course overall performance comes together. So all these things is only happening just because of mid-engine. To prove that, you can see my Corvette video also, but I will explain the point which I said there. So that is that. You can see that the C7 Corvette and the C8 Corvette, the C7 is also V8 and the C8 is also V8 engine. You can see both of them. When the C7 did it in 3.9 seconds, the 0 to 60, but the C8 did it around in 2.8 or 9, under 3. Definitely, that's for sure. So you see, just because mid-engine, the C7, the engine was in the front, just like our friend Chevrolet Camaro, the muscle car of America. Yes, of course. Now let's continue. So that's what mid-engine helps a lot of things. That's what, like I said, the advantage is so great, but there is one disadvantage. You can see right over here. Okay, now let me take the Camaro and the Lamborghini. As you can see right over here, we can definitely understand that the front grills are much more smaller. It's so small. You can see the front area. The amount of grills present is so less compared to the amount of grills present in a front engine car. Why? See, we know that in the front, it directly enters through the engine. It doesn't need so much passages to enter the engine, nothing. If you compare the mid-engine, that's where the disadvantage starts, okay guys? So, since the engine is in the back of this Lamborghini Huracan, you see in the front there is very less grills. Yes, of course, we have to focus on aerodynamics. So these grills, they go to brakes, like there are some perfect channels for it so that the air can travel to the brakes and cool down the brakes, etc. We have a lot of pros in that. Leave that, that's why those grills are there, okay? It's for aerodynamical purposes and for brake cooling also. Leave. See the sides. You can see the Camaro. Does this has these vents right over here? These side vents, these scoops. Does it have? I'll just open these doors so I can see better. See, there's no side scoops, there's no vents in this Camaro, but compared to the Lamborghini, we have vents in the sides, in the top, and the bottom, and everything. Why? You need air for the engine. Why do we need air for the engine? Yes, a lot of them might know this. There is no fire without oxygen. It's not a well said put thing like what Steve Jobs said or nothing. If you need fire, you need oxygen. Without oxygen, there is no fire. So that's why there is a lot of channels right out here. This is compared to this thing, in real life it's much more bigger. So that's why those vents are there to provide air to the engine. Then after the air enters to the engine, where does it go out? These vents right out here, back here, and then there are a lot of multiple vents in the back side here, the honeycomb grill right out here, near the rear lights. Yes, of course, that's why the air travels back. And one more thing, I just did a general testing alone. I tried this testing alone. So what I did was that the engine in the front giving air to it, the engine in the back with compartments and everything giving air to it. I found out the same engine in the front and rear, the engine in the front produced more power compared to the engine in the back, because the engine in the back heated so faster compared to the engine in the front. I ran both the engines, the front and rear, 2 hours, and I saw the engine in the back was so hotter than the engine which was in the front. So that technically proves that the amount of air which you used to get in the front is not the same which was used to get in the back. So it's proved, I would say so. So next, if you move on, the disadvantage, the disadvantage, let's continue that. I forgot to say this. Since it is in the back, it's in actually, to be well put, the mid-engine means it's in between both the front and the rear axles. That's just the mid-engine. Very easy. You don't need to over-complex it, okay? It's just in the front and the rear, so it's in the mid, so evenly weight distributed. If you see the C8 Corvette, lot of things are great about it. See, let's just take for example, okay? So let's just take it for example. The C8 Corvette, when it is in the mid-engine, the weight distribution was 40 to 60. When the C7 it was 57 to 70. So the weight in the front was much higher than the rear. I don't know, so it was much heavier than the C7 was much heavier than the C8 and didn't produce an even weight distribution. If we see the braking process, the C7 the braking process, the amount of mass which moved to the front of itself was much smaller, that the C7 had a double the value of the front. So that's why that's why if you see the C7, the brake disc in the front is much larger. It's I think 27 inches, but in the C8, it's just like around 20 or 17 or 19 inches. I think that much only, guys. But in the rear it was so small because only less amount of mass is moving forward. So the C8 Corvette didn't have that much braking process going into it. It braked easily, not much mass moved to the front. So the braking distance, it was very less, okay? That's why the mid-engine is best in performance ratios also. And it's always the best to be said. It's the best layout in a car, which I would say, because all the advantages and disadvantages, if you compare it, I would say this is the best layout in a car. So we can see that even in the mid-engine, we have a lot of problem. One more problem for yourself and myself if I'm sitting there. Now take a Porsche 911. Okay, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, it's a rear engine. We know that Porsches are very good and they're making rear engines for a lot of years. We know that. You just take the Lamborghini Huracan and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, sit in it. You feel that there is much more space in the 911 compared to the Lamborghini, because actually the engine in the mid has to come a bit more farther in the front. That's why it can accompany that. So since it's coming forward, your compartment space, like the passenger compartment is getting very less. You check it out. You see a lot of YouTube videos. I know, we are car guys, we see a lot of YouTube videos. See a 911 GT3 RS space inside compared to a Lamborghini Huracan. Definitely, the space in the 911 GT3 RS is slightly higher compared to the Lamborghini Huracan. But nobody cares for storage, I think so, mostly, because these cars are only performance, not for storing your foods and snacks and clothes. And of course, you know that. Now let's see how can it give power to the wheels. So in a mid-engine, it can give power to the rear and all-wheel drive. You might ask me when it's in the mid, why can't it give power to the front? Why? Most of the supercars, they use a mid-engine all-wheel drive / rear-wheel drive. Not many supercar manufacturers do a rear-wheel drive because they tend to slip, they don't give much traction. You know, the 911 GT3, it's a rear engine, rear-wheel drive, slips a bit in the drag, you can see that. But this one, all-wheel drive is the best. You know, all the 4 wheels are powered. It's the best, I would say, certainly. So that's why supercar manufacturers are making supercars with a mid-engine. So you see, Lamborghini is an off-road, so they can't place the engine in the front. You can't place the engine in the back. You can, but it looks sort of weird. So that's why the Lamborghini Huracan and the Aventador full lineups of Lamborghini supercars are fully mid-engine. I think Ferrari, some of them is like front, like the Lusso and the F12 and the Portfolio, etc. So guys, next if you move on, we have the rear. So the rear means that the engine is placed in the rear. We know that. So then the rear, we have our very good friend Porsche.
Why are we still here?
Yeah.
Just to suffer.
So the rear engine, rear wheel drive is one of the common things. We take the 911 GTRs. Some Porsches have boxer engines. It's a type of engine. Okay. Next video we'll take about the types of engine. Yes, I promised you guys I'll take about the aerodynamics. Unfortunately, derby cars. I have made a car, but I need more wood blocks. I don't have right now. I want to order them like from PSA, Boy Scouts America. They are selling legit pine wood and the wheels, so that's why I can't take it right now. So, but I promise you guys, one day or another day, we will have talking about derby cars. It's aerodynamical. First we'll start with that. That's the basics of aerodynamics which I would be saying. Because of that, you will learn so much things. When the car moves front and down, we can discuss about weights and everything. Just wait for 2 more months until this pandemic ends, okay? So that's why the next video is changed, okay? The next video will be types of engines, the V, you know that. I don't want to spoil right now. So the rear engine is placed just slightly behind the rear axles to give a bit more ballast in the vehicle. So when the vehicle is hit in the back, so that all the energy gets dispersed evenly. So that's one of the things why the rear engine, rear wheel drive is there. So it's also simple and efficient because it eliminates the propeller shaft as the differential is merged into the transmission, just like that when I said in the front. But sometimes the front does have differentials merge into the transmission. Some cars don't, some cars does. Another thing, since it's in the rear, it doesn't require that much drivetrain. The drivetrain proportion is very less compared to even if it's in the mid also. Even the all-wheel drive also, it's very light. If you see some cars, I don't know, it's more light, it's more efficient. That's why rear wheel is one of the most efficient thing, but it's not suitable for performance. And it's not suitable for performance. I don't think it should be going with the supercar. But still, Porsche did a very good job designing the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, Touring, etc. You know that. Like I said, the RR engine. The RR engine definitely means rear engine, rear wheel drive. That's what I mean. So the RR is just behind the wheels and before the bumper itself. Earlier, the center of mass of the engine is just before rear axles and the bumper itself. So that's where the center of mass is being located in the RR engine layout. So hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching, and I just forgot to mention one more thing. This is one of the most precious things which I ever bought. You know, generally Hot Wheels sell for 20-30 bucks. You may know that this is a $40 Hot Wheels car. But I have 2 of those. That's a good idea. So that's what I'm thinking is that since you guys subscribe to my channel, watch my videos and learn about my videos, some of the YouTubers, they do giveaways. So I felt like I have to do a giveaway. So this will be a giveaway at 100 subscribers. This $40 Hot Wheels car which I got in GM Tour, you know that very well. I will give you to one of the random subscribers. I will choose when I get 100 subscribers, not 100,000, okay? In 100,000 will be much more better than this one. But still, when I reach 100 subscribers, one of you guys will be getting this car. Trust me, okay? With the box itself, like the casing, okay? You'll be getting that. So please consider subscribing to my channel, like this video, share this video to all your friends. And thank you for watching, by the way. And let's see you next time. Peace.